So in our specific conditions segment today, we're going to talk about inflammation and oxidative stress. Those are two areas that most of people in their lifetime or in their adult life will suffer from inflammation and oxidative stress. Why do we have inflammation? Well, inflammation is the first trigger or the first sign, or is the body's signal to tell you, hey, something is wrong. So inflammation is the first indication that you need to start taking care of your health. Oxidative stress is simply, analogy that I can give you is if you cut an apple in two and you let it sit on the counter, it actually turns brown. And that brownish effect on an apple is oxidation. The same thing occurs on your skin, but the same thing occurs inside. Now, the reason we have oxidative stress is because our body has high levels of acidity. And uric acid and lactic acid buildup will create oxidization of the cell tissue. You have less oxygen going into the cell tissue and it renders your body very, very acid. We know that bacteria and virus live in acid-prone cells. Therefore, we need to treat inflammation and we need to treat oxidative stress. So how do we treat inflammation and oxidative stress? Well, we at Acromoor have created a specific product called the mud bath. And this mud bath contains more mud. What is more mud? Well, it's a specific mud that comes from a bog. And the active ingredient in this more mud is fulvic acid. Now, if you want to Google fulvic acid, you'll have tons of research on Google explaining the virtues of fulvic acid. And one of them is the anti-inflammatory effect. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So if you bathe in this mud and you raise the water temperature to the level of your body or even hotter, your body's going to absorb this fulvic acid and it will actually stimulate the pituitary gland to produce endorphins. And what are endorphins? Well, endorphins are the hormones that are secreted by this gland to give you the sense of well-being and reduce inflammation. So of course, if you have inflammation or any inflammatory diseases like arthritis and rheumatism, bathing in this more mud is recommended to do every day until you manage that inflammation. And then we'll recommend that you take it on a every other day or twice a week mode so that you can actually manage that and reduce inflammation. The contraindications to mud bathing is simply high blood pressure and pregnancy. Other than that, it's very, very, very non-invasive. And taking a mud bath will also increase circulation in your body, raise metabolism, and render your body alkaline. Which brings me to the oxidation. So if we have better alkalinity in our body, we're going to have less oxidation. And fulvic acid, just to give you a little in on this, actually stimulates the longevity genes. And these longevity genes will create the telomeres. And you can Google that also and educate yourself on what these are. And these are actually going to change your DNA. And if you have any medicinal problems or history of medical conditions in your family, this can actually change by taking mud baths, and it can actually change your DNA. So try these mud baths for a specific period of time. I do recommend doing it for 21 days up to 90 days, and you'll see your body change and you'll see the effect of fulvic acid on your body. Enjoy the mud bath, and if you have any questions, please refer us back to our company and we will be glad to answer your questions.